And it's time for your morning rush. All the top stories you need to know before you head out the door.
First, former Columbia Police Chief Randy Scott was sentenced to 30 months in prison yesterday. Scott pleaded guilty to the charge of possession of a firearm by an unlawful user of a controlled substance. That was back in August. That was his third arrest in the last year. His lawyer says Scott's case shows the need for better mental health care for our police officers.
A leak shut down the only operating nuclear reactor at VC Summer about a week ago. And yesterday we learned that leak is still in the process of being repaired. A spokesman for Dominion Energy tells us that operators at VC Summer found a leak in one of the valves connected to the reactor coolant system. He says all of the water was captured inside of a big round structure known as the containment building. Officials say the leak is very small and poses no threat to the public or environment. There's no word on when the plant will reopen.
The South Carolina Senate has moved one step closer to passing the education reform bill. The Senate version of the bill is 63 pages and makes several changes, including a reduction of state standardized testing, student advisory members on the State Board of Education, changes to student reading assessments, and teacher reforms like required break times in elementary schools. Proponents of the bill hope it will be out of the Senate's Education Committee in time to begin in January.
The State Transportation Department has announced major traffic shifts to Interstate 20 in Lexington County that will start this weekend. Now, this will only affect eastbound lanes. Crews will now be working on the outside lanes. As drivers approach the traffic shift, there will be signs placed overhead indicating what lane you should be in. We're being told this phase will last 1 year, and then next year they'll flip it to work on the westbound lanes. The entire construction project should be finished by the fall of 2021.
On Capitol Hill, the first open impeachment inquiry hearing was held yesterday with lawmakers grilling a pair of veteran State Department officials. The top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine, William Taylor, opened his testimony with new details that a member of his staff overheard a phone call between President Trump and EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland. President Trump denied having that conversation with Sondland yesterday and dismissed the testimony as hearsay. Public hearings continue tomorrow when Marie Yovankovitch will be testifying. She served as the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine for nearly 3 years before she was recalled by President Trump.